Hey y'all, it's Hoagie. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit. I needed to take a break last week. I know I didn't really inform you guys, but it happened and it's probably gonna happen again. I need to talk to you guys about my schedule. I may be changing that up in the future. So look out for that. I know my hair looks really freaking weird. I'm trying the curly guy method. I am trying to accentuate the waves that I already have. As you can tell, my hair does wave. I don't think I put enough conditioner in it. I was trying to follow the method, but it just... This is my first day. It's my literal first day. I showered 3 hours ago. So it's going to get better. It'll look better. It'll feel better. I'll get the technique down. It'll be great. This is a depth year update. It's going to be the 1/8 of a year update. I committed to a quarter. I committed up to the spring equinox, and this is the halfway point between them. Well, last week was the halfway point between Yule and the spring equinox. So that's where I'm at right now. I thought you guys would enjoy a little bit of an update because I committed to a quarter, but I'd like to do a year, so we'll see if I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm feeling positive. I think it's working out, and it's not as difficult as I thought it would be. As a recap, a depth year is where, as opposed to going out and buying new things and committing to new experiences like vacations or going to, bowling, you focus on what you have and what you can do with the money that you've already spent, with the things that you have, and it's going deep into your current possessions as opposed to expanding wider, width-wise, into more experiences and more purchases. So it's something that I thought would be good for me because I have a very interesting relationship with money. It's not that healthy. I spent a lot of it in college. My student loans contributed to a lot of my spending habits, and I really overdid myself. And I got used to being able to buy whatever I wanted, and it's not really translated very well into my current situation as an adult living on his own. With a roommate, but not with my parents, and I'm running out of money. And pandemic unemployment assistance was great, but I got back in that habit. I got back in that I can buy whatever I want habit. That's not the case anymore. I'm not getting any more money. I don't have a job. So I need to stop doing that shit. I want to change my relationship with money. I don't want to feel that high every time I purchase something. I don't want to be like, oh, I need to buy something because I'm sad or I'm anxious or I'm happy even. Like if I'm really having a good day or something awesome happens, I want to celebrate with buying myself something. If I'm especially sad or especially anxious, I medicate with buying things and having new things and making that purchase, putting that shit in my cart and pressing order. It is medicinal. It actually boosts my mood for a little bit. It's not a long-term solution, but it's not healthy. And I would like to change that. So I'm hoping this will help me reframe how I spend money. It will help me reframe my relationship with money. And I think it's going to help. And I've been doing well. I really have. There have been a couple temptations, but for the most part, I've been doing well. I thought that food was going to be a more intense issue because I would order takeout all the time. I would order delivery all the time, multiple times a week. It was a big chunk of the money that I spent. And I decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I can make my own food. I can survive off of that. I have food stamps. I need to be buying groceries and then cooking them. Otherwise, they're going to take that money away from me. So I actually bought groceries and I'm actually cooking my own food. And that doesn't mean that I don't have cravings, because I have some serious cravings. I want Chipotle so bad. I want Panda Express so bad. My fried rice is just not the same as chicken fried rice. Well, with orange chicken, like from Panda Express, with all that stuff and the saltiness and the orange sauce, it's not the same. My roommate really likes my fried rice. She thinks it's fucking bomb. I think it tastes great too. It's just not scratching that Panda Express itch. But anyway, like, I have cravings and I try to cook through them. I'm good at Mexican food. I'm good at fried rice, but it's not the same. And I thought that it would be such a temptation that I would break my depth here, but it hasn't been. It really hasn't been. I have been able to make like all of my meals. I haven't actually bought a non-grocery made meal since starting the depth year. We went to a fast food restaurant once, but I didn't pay. And it was in the car. It was a Sonic. Like we weren't in danger or anything. We weren't like putting ourselves in harm's way. It was fine. But for like every time except that one, I have eaten stuff that I bought with food stamps. And I'm sure my cooking will get better. I am trying to improve, buying new ingredients, trying new things. We'll see. I am anticipating my cooking is going to get a lot better this year because I'm doing it more often, but it's still. Sometimes you just want Chipotle. For a bit there, I wasn't reading anything. Like, I had committed to, I'm going to read all the books that I have on my shelf that I haven't read yet, that are just sitting there, that I bought for a reason, and then I just haven't read them. But I kind of didn't do that for like a month. And then at the end of January, I picked up Kellyanne Maddox's Rebel Witch, which I had wanted to read for so long, ever since I got it. And I never got around to it. I bought the physical book, I bought the ebook, I bought the audiobook. Like, I wanted to support her because she's one of my favorite YouTubers. And I finally read it, and I read the whole thing in like 2 days. I read the whole thing. I read it on my iPad, and I took notes. I'm actually putting those notes in my witchy notebook right now, the things that I want to remember specifically, and it's fantastic. I cannot recommend that book enough. If you are a witch, if you are any kind of witch or spiritual person, Rebel Witch is amazing. 10 out of 10. So I'm so glad that I read that. I'm working on Holistic Tarot, which is a brick. It's like 1,500 pages or some shit. I don't know exactly. I got the ebook, so I don't have to carry this brick around. But I'm a little bit of ways through that. It is very dense. But I'm taking notes on that. I'm really enjoying it. Like, guys, I missed reading. I missed it. And I never could, like, get the ball rolling with reading again. And I was just like, oh, I'll do it later. I really want to do it, but I'll do it later. And finally, I was just like, screw it. I'm going to do it now. So I did it now. And it is so fun. I'm having a fantastic time. And I'm so glad that I actually committed to not buying new books, but actually reading what I already have. I have decided every month from February onward to work with one of my neglected decks, tarot decks or oracle decks. And I'm starting with the Modern Witch Tarot. I've been doing that for a week, and dude, like, some of that is so insightful. I've been doing a daily draw, one card every day. This is today's card, Nine of Wands, and I take that message and I apply it to the day. I draw it in the morning, and then at the end of the day I reflect on it. I'm like, okay, how does that relate to the day? What can I learn from what it's trying to tell me. And I do not read the book until after I've already done my interpretation, and I found that they're wildly different. But sometimes that's kind of the point, is your own personal intuition. So I'm having a great time with that. I've been meaning to work on my neglected decks. I have so many. You guys, I need to use them. Why did I get them if I'm not going to use them? So I'm going to use them. There have been some temptations. It's not all perfect. I'm not so good at Adeptier that I did not like really want some stuff. Like before I decided to do the curly guy thing, I really hated the way my hair looked. And I still kind of do, but I think it's because I haven't really developed this yet. Like I wanted to do something. I wanted to bleach it. I wanted to color it, do something with it, because the roots are so long right now. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I can't spend money. I wanted hair dye or bleach or something. And I couldn't get it. I can't get it. I'm not gonna get it. But I wanted it so bad. Because I'm worried, like, people aren't going to take me seriously when I do a job interview over Zoom or something. Like, why are they going to hire me if I look like a hot mess? And I'm not going to cut my hair because I'm trying to grow out a man bun. And I gave up. I was like, I can do it some other time. My hair is going to grow out. I'm going to be able to put it in a bun. It's going to be okay. And if people have an issue with it, that there's only so much you can do when you're stuck inside. Hollow Taco Nail Polish came out with their shimmer collection, and I wanted it. I wanted the box. The box was so pretty. I wanted the nail polish. The toppers are so pretty. And the box is limited edition, and I'm pretty sure it's gone now. I will never be able to get it. But the polishes, at least, are permanent. So next year, if I still want at least the toppers, it's probably what I would get, then I can get them, but I can't get them now. But like, I watched the live stream of the launch, and I was like, why am I watching this? I can't buy it. So I have a soft spot for nail polish, but I don't have any more space. I don't have space for the box. I don't have space for the nail polish. I am stocked up. I am done. I am not buying any more nail polish. It is specifically on my nose list. So that's out of the question. Doesn't mean I didn't want it, like, so badly. But do you know what I wanted even worse? Even more intensely? There is this MXTX tarot deck called Inquiry that is based off of all three of her novels. And I have seen some artwork of it. I have seen, like, the process. They've recently posted the cards, like, you could see the box and everything. It is so pretty, and it is so affordable for a beautiful tarot deck. I have spent upwards of $60 on very pretty decks, and this one was like $27. So I wanted it. And I was like, oh my god, it's on pre-order. It's like, it's never going to be printed again. This is not this is a limited edition thing. This is not like a mainstream publishing house. Like, I'm never going to be able to get it if I don't buy it now. But decks are off limits. Decks are on my list of not going to buy that shit. And I was upset because I wanted it so bad. I was going to get it. I was like, screw the depth year. I'm going to buy it because I'm never going to be able to get it again. And then I talked to Gina. And I asked her, I was like, hey, I really want to do this. Can you talk me out of it? And she was like, I'm not going to talk you out of it. You do whatever the hell you want. But have you considered this and this and this? And she went through the pros and cons of each choice. Like, if I bought it, what are the good things about buying it? And what are the bad things about buying it? And if I didn't buy it, what are the good things and what are the bad things? And she was like, you're going to have to live with the pros and the cons of whatever it is that you choose to do. And I knew that logically, but like, I had to process it. I was like, okay, because we listed it out. She wrote on her phone. We listed out like the pros and cons of each. And I looked at the list and I was just like, would I rather experience this, especially the cons? Would I rather experience this or this? And apparently this is a DBT skill. Like, I didn't even realize it, but like, it is a DBT skill. And my therapist was so happy. And he was just like, oh my God, you did the thing. That's what you're supposed to do with like tough decisions. So we went through it and I thought about it, like really thought about it. And I was like, I will feel too much guilt if I buy it. This fandom will pass. I will not want it forever. I have a Pacific Rim tarot deck. I don't use it because I'm not in the fandom anymore. It's still a beautiful deck, and I'm so glad that I got it, but I don't use it because I don't have an emotional connection with it. And it'll probably be one of the decks that I work with this year. But I'm not going to be in this fandom forever, and it's not going to be that important to me forever. And it sucks that I can't have it now, but it's not going to like ruin my life if I don't get it. And that is a hard pill to swallow. So much. I didn't buy it, and I'm not going to buy it. And it is still, I want to like mute the word on Twitter. I want to mute it because I see people receiving their decks and like, look at this, look at the cards, look at the box, look at how pretty and shiny it is. And I'm like, oh boy. Oh, I want it. Like, it is difficult, like, just, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to get it. And that's the point of the Death Year, isn't it? Like, to understand that there are some things that we want to get, but we need to focus our energy on what we have. And I'm going to take that energy of, I want this tarot deck so bad. Why? What do you want to do with it? How do you want to experience it? What is it going to give you by having it? Take that and find it in what you already have. In all the decks that I have been neglecting, there are things that can satisfy all of those needs. So that's what I'm going to do. On the note of MXTX, I have decided that I am going to buy the continuation of the novels. I'm going to buy the rest of the volumes of both Heaven Official's Blessing and Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation because I am invested in the stories. I have the first volume. I think it would be ridiculous to not have the rest of the volumes. And they're not all coming out at once, so I've committed to, once I have read both of the two novels that I currently have, which is volume 1 of both of them, I have barely touched them. Once I finish those, then I will allow myself to pre-order the next ones. And then after I read those, I will pre-order the next one so that I'm not like all buying all of them at once. And it gives me incentive to read them as opposed to just collecting them. So I'm going to do that. I know it wasn't on my original yes list, but I've thought about it and it's something that I want to commit to all the way through to the end of the publication because Heaven Official's Blessing is going to be going on for like 2 years. So I want to commit to all of that. I think it's a good investment. Back to the beginning of this video, I spoke about this curly hair that I'm working on. I'm doing the curly guy method. I need to shave the sides and the under part of the back. It's getting, like, you can see this here. This needs to be shaved. I need to take all of this off. But the curl part is the bleached part, and I think it's damaged because it was bleached, so it doesn't do all the stuff it's supposed to. It's a little frizzy. I think it's because I didn't put in enough conditioner. This is literally, today was my first day of trying the method. It's going to get better. Anyway, my point is, I needed shampoo and conditioner. I was out. I was like, sick, I've been wanting to try this for a while. I've been wanting to try this curly guy method. But I don't need to spend that much money on it. I only spent a little extra money on the shampoo. It's the Shea Moisture shampoo, because I just didn't feel confident trying the no shampoo method. I wanted to stick with that a little bit. But I did get conditioner. I got the clarifying shampoo. I I didn't need it. I didn't need to get those specific things. I could have gotten the real cheap ass everything, but I didn't. And I think it's an investment because I'm trying to take care of myself, right? Like I've talked about it. I am working on myself. I am going to take better care of myself both physically and mentally, and I thought that if I could have some pretty curls and feel more put together, that I would be more motivated to take a shower regularly. I would be more motivated to put my hair together, to put myself together and look good. Because when you look good, you feel good. Well, you feel better for the most part. And so that's why I justified it. And it wasn't a necessary purchase. But I think I'm okay with it. I don't feel guilty about buying it. But it is not strictly necessary. I will keep you guys updated next month on the spring equinox about this quarter that I have committed to, and if I plan on going forward. I can't expect that I wouldn't be. I definitely want to do this for a year. I am motivated. I am committed. But anything could happen. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. I do my best to put out new videos regularly. They may not be every week from now on, but they're going to be regularly. Expect them more than once a month. So just thank you for understanding that. I have a Twitter at HoagieJ. I am working on doing more stuff with it. I follow a lot of cats, and I will sometimes retweet them. I also have a coffee, HoagieJ again, and I'm trying to get a SD card to store my YouTube videos because right now they are on Google Photos, and Google Photos nukes the quality, and I don't have enough space on my phone to keep them, so I end up having to delete them. So I'm working on getting money for that. I would really appreciate your help, but if you don't have disposable income, don't even freaking worry about it, okay? If you have to take care of yourself, take care of yourself first. But if you would like to put some money my way, I would really appreciate that. And thank you for even just considering it. That is it. I hope you guys have an excellent week. I will talk to you guys as soon as I can. And I will see you guys next time. Mwah.